What's going on, JJ? And thank you so much for subscribing. Wow, 20 months of subscription excellence. Thank you so much, JJ. JJ says, how you doing, Alex? Hope you're also making your dreams come true. Oh, looks like someone checked out a report card to get a glimpse at final grades. Final grades. You know what time it is, people. 4 p.m. Eastern. It's Sonic time indeed, Superfan Bot. Hello and welcome. Let's get the show started. My name is Alex Yard. Your name is something else. And yes, Stanley. Hello, Stanley. Yeah, so I swapped out Pac-Man World 2 because the third Bruno is the main character of Pac-Man World 2 streams. And he wasn't able to make it. So I figured, why not get going with some Emblems, baby? Hey everyone, it's Knuckles. I love that shot of Knuckles. It's like a sitcom where he's, you know, the lovable, a little dumb jock athlete. Hello, Ghostaburb, how's it going? And JJ has reached the 125 stream streak milestone, my man. To 125 more, which will total 250, and then keep going. Let's Heroes, baby. We are chilling tonight, living the good life. Dude. So, I shared it on the Discord, but I saw on Twitter today that this year's Boston Sonic Symphony show, which I think is in September, will include a performance by Tomoya Ohtani coming to Boston. We had Johnny Gioeli, and now we're going to get Ohtani. And if they bring Jun Sonoya in 2025, I'll be back for that. I can't. I don't think I can say no to that. It's not in my nature. And hello, Cat Cap Streams. I'm very happy, Cat Cap Streams, that you popped into a stream where I'm actually playing the game of the category of the stream. For a change. And then Stanley's talking about a Discord update post. Was that about Game Explain? So I'm gonna do Ocean Palace. And even though we don't have 50 people here right now, I'm still gonna do a wager, and I'm going for an A rank. And you have 2 minutes that have begun. So there's an option to place your bets, ladies and folks. Ocean Palace. So I've been playing a bit of Sonic Heroes in the past few days. And I've been practicing. Basically, I wrote down a list of the first, 6 levels or so. Which emblems do I still have to get? So I've been playing those levels in a different file so that I can make sure that I can get an A rank. Kind of remember how to go about doing it. So today I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll turn off my preview. But yeah, Stanley Parable 64 Severance Apple TV had shared the shocking, but not at all surprising, shocking update that Game Explain, helmed by the controversial, oft-hated Andre Segers, is going under. Game Explain is going the way of the completionist in that he cannot afford much of a staff or any staff at all. Now, I don't fully understand it. If you have Triss and Joey, why do you need to let them both go? Why not just let one of them go? And how do you decide which person to fire? Well, you think about overall quality of the work, overall speed of delivery and meeting deadlines and such. Should I go this way, I think? Yeah, Sonic can actually do these crazy 90-degree turns. It's pretty handy. But yeah, I don't understand why he didn't let one person go and, kind of downsize instead of just like, all right, we're no longer a group at all. It's just Andre now. I wonder what the channel is going to be like. what are my Tuesday mornings gonna be like? If I don't have Joey churning out a boring video about how he thinks modern Nintendo is boring and that they should go back to their Wii U business practices. Wow, Rowboat says Susan Wojcicki from YouTube passed away. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I don't know if it was unexpected or whatever. Stanley had said they are fired. People not shutting down. What do you mean? I'm gonna sneeze. That's gonna cleanse the palate for an A rank. And hey, how's it going, EB boy? I'm doing good, and you are correct. That is indeed none other than the famous Rowboat 06. He was here for the first stream that I did, pretty much, you know, in the Alex Yard streaming era. And he's still here. May the streak continue. Ghostaberg has a hello for folks one and all. But when should I use my next Team Blast? Alright, definitely want to use Sonic here. And then CatCap Stream says, wait, do I not have custom sub badges? Now, what is that exactly? I should set that up. Is that just a thing where, you know, if you're a tier 1 sub, there's this icon versus that icon or whatever else? Evie Boy says, we've been telling him, you guys have told me about custom sub badges. You know, it's possible that I was getting it mixed up with, wow, Tails can kill those guys with the stone shields, even if they have a stone shield. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know if I was getting it mixed up with, just the custom emotes. Because there's definitely at least 1 or 2 emotes that are tied to... Damn it. Emotes that are tied to your sub level. I don't think there's many slots for that. But given my progress in this level, I need to haul ass because... Oh, that's very bad. That couldn't be worse. Now I need to hurry up like fire. I'm gonna leave those badniks behind, because it's do or die, baby. Yeah, typically, if you get to the final chase with 30 seconds, you should be alright. Do a quick team blast here. Okay, yeah, CatCap Stream says, yeah, like a custom icon, because the default is just a star. I think we should do those. Any suggestions for what the icon should be? Everyone's leveled up? Alright, I'm just gonna go. I don't care if there was any enemies right there. Oh well. EB Boy can't wait for Cuphead. It's gonna be awesome. Oh no, this is not awesome. Switch to Sonic. Alright. Run, Sonic, run. Oh, don't tell me that... I take responsibility for that. I take responsibility for that. So I didn't get an A rank. That's how it happens. Alright, yeah, Eevee Boy said the fire shield monitor. Yeah, maybe it could be a monitor, but a different symbol. Just because that's my symbol. I don't want you to feel like I'm superimposing my deal onto your identity. I did an A rank. And I'm sad about it. Catcraft says, let's have the highest ones be Super Silver or Shadow. Silver's your favorite character. Alright, I'm gonna have to look into more Silver arcs, because I don't think I even knew that Silver could go Super. Alright, I'm going for an A rank on Grand Metropolis as Team Sonic, and 2 minutes have begun. Go ahead, place an introductory bet of like just 42 points. If anyone's joining us over on YouTube, I want to say hello and welcome. Alright, Eevee Boy votes for a Sonic, perhaps a 1-up monitor. I like that idea. Maybe invincibility. Or maybe the 1-up monitor for Knuckles in Sonic 3. I always loved Knuckles' 1-up icon. I'm gonna skip these guys. I said skip them. Oh my god, sunk costs. I'm gonna start over. That didn't count. I don't make a habit of little quick mulligans, but I'm pissed about that start. Just standing on it carries me forward. Now you can keep up with Tails. He's fast. Alright, I sunk costed. Wasn't my proudest moment. Open the hatches. Now, Eevee Boy says that this is a time trial. Or wondering if it's a time trial. It's even harder than just a time trial because it's not only do I have to finish the level in that amount of time, this is going so badly, but I have to get a certain amount of points. So it's like, I've been playing very poorly this level. And I had the first level in the bag. This is going so badly because I'm not leveled up. I missed the level up unit. I think I want to fly here as Tails. Get him leveled up, and then hopefully everyone goes through the ring. Only Knuckles. JJ says I have a habit of mulligans. Name one example. I can think of, vaguely remember times where I was like, come on, that was bogus. Can I start over? Alright, I guess I was playing for long enough that it would not be good. But come on, a poop stumble at the beginning, especially when betting is still open, you know? I guess that's one major... If I'm ever to do a mulligan, it's because I just don't want the wager to then be, like, sort of pointless. And people placing bets. Can I get everyone with a team blast from this spot? Ah, JJ's just messing. At least I had control over my retry. Now that's what I call points. Oh, I gotta press the button. See, you can't rely on muscle memory in this game. It has dynamic, little, not puzzles, but like, you know, tasks keeping you on your feet. Sometimes you have to pull the lever. Other times you have to push it. Such an incredible, robust task variety of pushing, but also other times just straight up pulling. Take this, take this. Interesting, they don't switch characters. I'm just gonna use the Team Blast. I don't want to deal with this guy's, oh yeah, links are turned off. Yeah, I'll definitely consider Super Silver as an option, but I can't promise it. Because I have just about zero handle on the Silver canon. I haven't even played much of Silver's gameplay in Shadow 06. Yeah, Catcraft, if you want to post it on Twitter or something, that would be a little better. That way everybody can see it. See how effortless and smooth that was? Jump up, immediately switch to Knuckles upon hitting the ground when I reached that platform, and then just slide right into a punch. It's poetry in motion. Oh, damn it. Alright, I only have a minute. And yes, Catcraft Streams, I do have a Discord for patrons. Access is available to everyone for the measly nominal requirement of $1 Obama dollar. Yeah, now JJ points out the classical pro tip that when Sonic is level 3, he doesn't have to actually use the Cyclone. 25 seconds. Oh, nice, I'm at the end. Oh, I'm nostalgic for Sonic Battle R. Look at this. Oh boy, Cars. Disney Pixar's Cars. Alright, switch to Knuckles, get all 3 item monitors. Alright, I got 2. That end of level fly over here is so incredible. Catcap Streams is working through the answer to the question. Eevee Boy figures. Yeah, I guess it's just not enough of an iconic Alex Yard symbol. Eevee Boy loves that end part. And I love, there's a similar bit at the end of... Am I gonna get an emblem, guys? At the end of, I think, Mystic Mansion, when you run down the wall. Alright, 60,000. That's gotta be encouraging. Give me that red A. Another emblem in the bag, everybody. I'm proud of me, and if you're not, you will be in time. Let's pay out a whopping wager to Ghostberg. You're gonna get some of JJ's points. Alright, how about a Team Dark, man? Power plant my hedgehog. Okay, so if you didn't know, Team Dark's challenge mission, and betting is open for the next 2 minutes, is just defeat 100 enemies. Catcraft Streams is not active on Twitter, though. But Andre Seegers is, and that's where he announced the Game Explain sad news. Come on. So now, you know, it's kind of like the American political system in that, you know, now that Joe Biden decided that he's had enough of it all, it's like, okay, now we got Kamala. Now who's going to be Kamala's successor? Tim Walz. It's kind of like that. Now that Joey and Triss from Game Explain are going to be running around out there like free agents, I don't know, they could surpass Andre in relevance and crowd enjoyment. Do you think Joey is going to try to apply for a job at Good Vibes Gaming? And at that point, the question is his voice deep enough for that? Catcap Streams, yeah, I guess I don't need that image at this time. However, I do appreciate the brainstorm suggestion. And if you post it on Twitter, that's the easy win. I love that these little platforms are arranged differently for Team Dark and Team Rose and whatever. And no, I left Instagram because Mark Zuckerberg. I don't want to use any Mark Zuckerberg product ever again. How's it going, Wackadude and Knuckles? Welcome back to the Alex Yard Zone, where I'm trying to get every last emblem, and thus I think that's what you have to do to unlock super hard mode, isn't it? Now, what changes the calculation is that... Oh no, I need those enemies. Yeah, so in this gameplay mode, you have to kind of tell yourself not to chase down certain items. Oh, I missed way too many enemies. I'll leave that one behind against my poo-poo judgment. Stanley also has a similar no Zuckerberg policy. Stanley doesn't want to use Facebook. I don't want to use Instagram. I don't want to use Threads. Oh god. I don't even know if Threads is real or if that was just invented by the media. Catcraft sounds like has a similar objection against Musk. Yeah, I guess with Elon Musk, his biggest issue is maybe voting different than me in elections. But with Zuckerberg, he's just a malicious, collect everyone's personal data and be dishonest about how you're doing so, and, design your algorithm so that it exacerbates extremism and discord, and not the good kind of discord. Uh-oh, I missed my mark, but I'll team blast these guys. Ghost of Burb says blue sky is okay. JJ says Andre has eyes just like Zuck. They're like doppelgangers or something. Is there any enemies in this piece? Don't worry, the clock is not moving, in the wake of a team blast, so I wasn't wasting time. Nice. Wackadude has Sonic Frontiers arriving at your house sometime this week. Very cool. And then, yeah, Evie Boyd said Musk is okay, though, or is it a privacy thing? Honestly, yeah, I definitely don't agree with everything Musk has said or done. But he's not done anything that's an instant deal breaker the way Zuckerberg has. I have no rings. I gotta be real careful. Now, Evie Boy's got a Team Blast pro tip. Yeah, I always forget. And I did it once. And I forgot how. I think I did the extra Team Blast move with Team Sonic at one point. It was late at night, though, and I just don't really remember, like, what I did to make it happen. But I bet someone watching this stream does. And like you see, I skipped those rainbow rings. Dude, rainbow rings are one of this game's legacies. I always remind upcoming Sonic fans that are new to the series that... Uh-oh. Come on, fall faster, animals. And robot. I always remind people that, you might hear people debating whether Sonic Heroes is good or not, and they say, well, what effect has Sonic Heroes had on the series? What things that were introduced in Heroes carried on to, well, Rainbow Rings, sweetheart. There's one important one. How many Sonic games just have random rings floating in the air that are boosting you through? I mean, even the game that's headed to the mailbox. Grab the damn pulley of justice. There we go. Even the game that's heading to Wackadude's house, Sonic Frontiers, has a great deal of jumping through mid-air rings. I don't know if any or all of them are rainbow per se. Uh-oh. Come on, just use the doop-de-doop-doop. I guess I won't use Team Blast because I would be wasting the time freeze, since I would not be able to go up. Sonic, it's propelling us up the wall. I won't use that one either. Wow, what flipped that turtle up into the air, man? She'll take it from here. Barack Obama. Alright, this is a Team Blast, though. Even though it's going to freeze those platforms. Wackadude is also going to pre-order Sonic X Shadow Generations soon. And yeah, I would think that is going to have plenty of rings, because Vanilla Generation has mid-air rings, doesn't it? Now, is this a case where I want to take the upper route, but then go back downstairs? Yeah, I'm going to get this guy, but then I'm going to go down, because I feel like there's a lot of enemies on these... Yeah, look at all these guys. That's where the good points are. I say points, but, body count. I found a great Genesis soundtrack called Body Count, and I was like, wow, I wonder if any mothers were nervous to buy this for their child because it's called Body Count Man. 92 badniks, 8 to go. I'm at about 6 minutes, which I honestly feel like is not bad for these missions. And wow, this is a whole lot of enemies. That guy's in his shell. He needs an icebreaker activity. And I need just one more badnik. Aw, they make me go up a pole. At least I can use Shadow's quick move. Haha. And Stanley saw... Oh, damn it. I gotta ride the elevator up. How about I go in the ring of boost. And then... This is killing me. 99 enemies. I just need one more. Is there gonna be any on this elevator? The answer's yes. It won't let me send my thing, I guess, because I went through the boost ring. There we go. 7 minutes? I think I still could have gotten it, man. Oh, and Wackadude says that in Generations, rainbow rings are useful because they refill your boost meter. B! Dang it. I was so close to getting the next emblem. I tried, I failed. Alright, but Wackadude's not gonna lose any money because no one bet on the other outcome. Eblo G's in the house. To say, refill my B-oost meter. And JJ says, speaking of Sonic Heroes, JJ's Engine's developer cited Sonic Heroes when he announced that the engine can support up to 5 simultaneous players in the future. Interesting, that's cool. How did he cite Sonic Heroes? Was he saying, like, something about, like, a project such as, Sonic Classic Heroes? Ghost of Verb has an emo. Is that sus Amy? From what I can see from here. Alright, I'm gonna do Casino Park, Gambling Zone as Team Dark. I really like the casino, the pinball levels with Team Dark. Because they add a lot more enemies to the field. And some of them are even on the bingo tables. So you have to try to maneuver yourself to the enemies on the bingo tables. JJ confirms it's FNAF blind stream next week. Oh, and I want to critique JJ's Super Metroid VOD from yesterday. How did it go, JJ? I haven't had an opportunity to look yet. I was up until 4 a.m. last night, and I regret nothing. JJ confirms no. And also, no. Alright, then I'll definitely critique your VOD. Make you feel all self-conscious about that time you wasted that missile at that part. I'm just kidding, man. Okay, Casino Park. Let me activate the wager. Go on, bet 38 points. Your wallet will barely feel it, and you might get a wallet increase on the other end. JJ got an hour on the clock when you finished your 3-hour session. Wait, so you beat the game in an hour then? Or what was your final time? Betting is open, and there's already 50 points bet on me. Now 65. So that gives other people an incentive to place a nominal no bet so that you can win the PTS.
Cool city.
Okay, so you're about probably like halfway through. With about an hour on the clock. Alright, I'm gonna critique your missile management, specifically in the gameplay segment leading up to Spore Spawn. That's one of my favorite moments of the game. You really cannot autopilot that part. If you want to get to Spore Spawn with minimal slowdown, yeah, you gotta be exercising ammunition management, let me tell you. Can I crap. That was not where I wanted to go. But at least Rouge's icon is so awesome. Alright, I gotta let go of those guys. I tried, I failed. Oh no. Come on, come on, come on. JJ's learning firsthand. Missile management is rough. You learn the hard way. You are hindered by trying a new button mapping. Yeah, so I experimented with button mappings in Super Metroid. And the kind of ultimate solution I settled on was putting the run button on RB. So I'm very frequently just holding RB, and that way I'm using my index finger, a separate finger, to think about running even. That way I can, face buttons. I'm not having to do as much, multitasking. Nice. Third Bruno has made it, at least for now. And also, thank you so much for subscribing. Now it's 6 months. That's pretty amazing. And it's a tier 3 subscription. So that's huge, Third Bruno. I can't thank you enough. I look forward to more Pac-Man World 2. And Kingdom Hearts discussions. What's up? Now, Eblo says, Super Metroid's controls are bad. There, you said it. What's your main grievance? Because I feel like the biggest grievance I've heard other people say is the way that you switch items is a little clumsy. I don't have a long treatise prepared to defend it, but I've always thought that it was perfectly fine, and especially for the era. Oh, I just want to go uppity up. Damn it. This is not my day at the casino. Oh my gosh. How horrible. Nice. Third Bruno got a haircut and is now waiting as his dad similarly has hairs cut. Father and son getting their hairs cut. Oh no, I hate when I do that. What am I, an amateur? Third Bruno and second Bruno cutting down hairs, as is tradition. Yeah, Eplo says future games realize the magic of button combinations for fluidity. EB Boy thinks it's clunky and you prefer the GBA. Yeah, now JJ points out, the reset button, it's like a cancel item button. I didn't realize that was a thing at first, and that was a huge relief. So that what that means is that even if you change to any other weapon or whatever, that you can instantly switch back to the normal shot with one button. It was annoying having to... and hey, hello, Kiyo. No apologies necessary. How's it going? The clock has stopped. Wackadude reports that Ian Flynn reports he's going to be streamlining Shadow's story for some reason. And also Blaze's whole deal. Wait, there's supposed to be Blaze stuff? See, there are these robots, but they're hard to get. Gets one. It's always like, do I spend the time going after these guys, or just get out of here? 30 enemies, that's it? My manager's not going to be happy about this. There's another enemy above it, whatever. He'll take it from here. Yeah, I'm gonna die if I don't deal with these guys first. To this day, I still don't have an exact grasp on how to deal with those turtles with Omega without using the, you know, Sonic's Whirlwind, whatever. Now, this is an ideal moment for a Team Blast. Eevee Boy doesn't like the run either. Eevee Boy actually prefers Metroid's controls. Crap. Wow, Sweetheart was still level 2. Ah, look at the rings frozen. It looks so eerie. Look at that. Right into the slot machine. America funnels you toward gambling problems. Right? Our government literally runs a lottery. A lottery whose premise is, hey, if you guys buy a ticket, 99% of you will lose money. Alright, I gotta fall back down to this table, and then now I have to go up. This is disastrous. I did so much better a couple days ago. I don't know what's the matter with me. Maybe it's because I stayed up till 4 a.m. I was working on the music theory bit, right? So I worked until 8 p.m. last night, and then I came home and I was just in such a good groove. And I was upset about misbehavior at my job. Misbehavior by other people. So I was like, let me channel my frustration into just passionate work and progress on my big project. Get me out of here. I want to go get more robots. Interesting. Catcraft wonders, what's my opinion on the new Black Doom voice? So I guess I have not heard it yet. I would love to, maybe in the end of stream hangout today, hear what the voice sounds like. Because I love Shadow 05's Black Doom voice, so, like, I don't know how you even do better than that. I kind of feel like I'm going to be disappointed no matter how good it is if it's different. And I probably mentioned the salacious, juicy detail that whatever the guy's name was that did the incredible voice in Shadow 05 for Black Doom, he auditioned for the role for Generations and didn't get it. So the question is, who did he get got by? And why was it David Hayter? Imagine if David Hayter did the voice of Black Doom. And I got a comment on the new music theory video that said, you know, sounds like David Hayter's voice. And I was just like, alright, I've officially hit the big time. One person says that I kind of sound like one of the most iconic voices, you know, of our entire gaming zeitgeist. If you've played Metal Gear Solid series games, if you haven't, there's nothing else I even know about with David Hayter in it. Although he did write a draft of the screenplay for the movie The Watchmen, which you have opinions about, don't you? My lady friend at the time went to see The Watchmen when it debuted at midnight. And she went at midnight, so the next day she was really tired and she was talking about it, and she was like, yeah, we went to see the midnight showing of The Watchmen, and I guess it was a pretty good movie, but all of a sudden I'm just sitting there looking up at just they're presenting this big giant blue rod. That was her main takeaway from that cinema experience. Dr. Manhattan in his prime. Dr. Manhattan is based. crap. Oh, I thought I was falling to my doom, man. Do. Wow, Stanley is close to a casino. Nice. 8 p.m. Oh, no, maybe the Ghost of Burb said that's when you started work. So as I was wrapping up, probably at 4 a.m., Ghost of Burb was getting ready to go. Eblo says David Hayter thing would be funny, considering who... Yeah, he's not really a voice actor. It is true that that's not, like, his main thing, I guess. But, I mean, the voice of Solid Snake is, like... It's weird that he doesn't get more work. Alright, Cat Calf Streams has the lowdown on where to find that. Oh, no, you don't tell me. I'm so incredibly sorry, guys. I don't know how that happened. I moved... That sucks. And I'm really mad at myself for having done that accidentally. I'm so sorry. So I'll just refund the points. I feel terrible. Yeah, I think I just, I don't have a good answer other than I accidentally moved the joystick on that menu. But there was only 1 point. Bet on a no. Oh, but Eblo probably would have got... I can't talk about this other than to say I'm just terribly sorry. It was an accident, and it will never happen again to the best of my ability. I'm truly sorry. I'm going to return the points. Eblo was going to take that win. I'll find a way to make it up to you, Eblo. I don't know how yet. But yeah, hello, Delay. How you doing? Alright, Wackadude has the Choctopus DX skinny on some Shadow Generations content. Alright, so we don't have much time left, so why don't I emblemize an Amy level? Yeah, if we're slightly behind schedule, I'm okay with that. We will get 45 minutes of Cuphead no matter what. I don't think that Sonic Forces is going to take up the remainder of what was scheduled for the stream. So if we're like 10 minutes behind, that, in my opinion, that's not a big problem. Alright, let's do a Goodnight Bullet Station. Because I got a B, so I know I have it in me. It rhymed. Here we are at Bullet Station, which will not be remade in Shadow Generations. But Rail Canyon will. I never do this part quickly enough. Slide faster. No, this always happens. Alright, don't worry about the enemies. Is there no rings downstairs? Amy's got her Cyclone. Cat Cap Streams has thoughts on the video quality. Eblo says the bullet is stationed at the point earnings that Eblo won't be getting. I do apologize. But let's redeem me with one final hero's wager. 2 minutes have begun. Ready, go. Okay, Catcraft says, actually, it is Bullet Station because the music teaser that we got was a Bullet Station remix. Well, without knowing any other behind-the-scenes thing, I think they did flat out say Rail Canyon early on, didn't they? So, no, I need rings, not enemies, damn it. And so, you know how in Sonic Generations... Did I actually... In Sonic Generations, when you play the Seaside Hill level, the music is kind of a medley of both Seaside Hill and Ocean Palace, you know? So if they, this game has levels kind of in pairs. I wouldn't be surprised. But if the music was only Bullet Station and it had nothing of Rail Canyon, that would be kind of surprising. I wonder why they would have done it that way if that's the case. Oh, I lose the rings? I'm so mad. Yeah, you can't lose your rings with Team Rose. Damn it. And then, yeah, Wackadude wonders, what did I think of the music? Yeah, if I'm thinking of the right song, I listened to a little bit of something, and it was Jun Senoi, and it didn't sound bad, but it did not grab me. I don't know if I just need to hear it in the proper context. But Catcrap Streams is really liking the skybox and lighting in Shadow Generations. Okay, yeah, EB Boy is saying it's both in one. Alright, so, yeah, I would assume that, yeah, if the music track they showed has both, then, yeah, then they're following the precedent set by good old Seaside Hill. Eblo saw a sudden uptick in betting after I lost rings. Was the hatches still open? Wow, I'm already at the end. And then, does this thing have rings or not? It's just a useless 1-up. Would you give me a 1-up in challenge mode, man? Well, I'm not going to win this now. So I think because it's already 4:45, I think, I've reached the end of the level. So I'm going to collect these horrible rings. Rings didn't even look like they were spinning for a moment. Yeah, I failed big time. So rather than do a second lap on this level, I will admit defeat. And I will open Cuphead. Let's do it. I can make it to phase 2 of the spider boss now, EV Boy. Kyo's like, what do you mean? Kyo saw nothing. Nothing at all. What do you mean, placed a bet after I did poop? Bad gameplay performance. Uh-oh, I know. Who is it? Prism or someone else doesn't like hearing the sound effect of this warp ring. And, I can hear some high-pitched tones that it's easy for me to imagine finding the sound really annoying. But alright. Eblo is this wager's big winner because I failed. So, go grab yourself a pretzel. I'm gonna plug in my Nintendo Switch in order to play Cuphead, followed by Sonic Forces, the reason we're all forced. Be back soon. Nice, EB Boy is gonna hop on Cuphead simultaneously. So he can occasionally, every now and then, update us by saying, hey Alex, I'm doing better than you. Eblo never saw that transition before. Hey, why is the thing not going? I think I probably know why, but it would be too boring to explain. I'm sorry. Kyo is happy that I beat Heroes. I do feel like totally refreshed. I'm a new man. I have the true ending under my belt. And that whole ending bit was just totally amazing. The cutscenes, the dialogue, the special team blast for Supersonic. And hey, it's Catcraft over on YouTube. Catcraft in the house, so come on now. Alright, Wackadude's gonna grab that there thing of saltine crackers. Wow, you're bringing me back to like 5-year-old nostalgic memories of eating saltine crackers from one of those vintage tin containers. Kyo is still angry you didn't get to see Super Tails again, but you liked the corny teamwork bit. Yeah, canonically, would it make more sense if all three of them went super? Because otherwise, how... And hello, Vector Satyr. How could Tails and Knuckles be floating near Sonic if they were not themselves super? Alright, Ghost of Burb's gonna hydrate before the sleepy time medicine kicks in. Eblo says, oh yeah, that's right. So, Eblo says, canonically, Izuka something something only male hedgehogs. But of course, how does that... I have heard Izuka say that, but how is that reconciled with Sonic 3, where Tails and Knuckles can go super and maybe even hyper? Yeah, Eblo says, you don't get why people cling so hard to that man's words over the actual source material. I guess I know what you mean, Eblo, but if anything, I think it's just like that even if Izuka says that, if he says something that's like clearly conflicting with what's in an earlier game, on one level, it's the current series director does have the, you know, for better or worse, does have the ability to retcon stuff. You know, like Metal Gear Solid 2 is my personal favorite, and they sort of retconned some stuff from 2 in 4. Why won't my Switch go on? Cat Cap Streams is ready for the category to be changed, and so am I. It's me. It's not what I wanted to click. Switch. Hopefully it's not too loud. Oh, sorry, it's a bit loud. Alright, vibe with these homies. And we'll be on soon. And yes, Cat Cav streams. I get those glorious Shadow the Hedgehog graphics through the magic of emulation. Isn't it a delight? Eblo says they added a sippy cup. And then hello to Shadow Ops over on YouTube. Saying, howdy, you just finished MD Geist. Is that a doctor point-and-click game? Because I've never divin into that genre. I'm gonna queue up the category, but not confirm it until I get back. So that as soon as we switch the category, that's when people get notified and come in. So everyone behave, and I'll be back in like 60 seconds. With that delicious last course.
delicious last course. Oh, the delicious last course. One can eat their fill and still stay until the delicious last course. It's a delicious last course. Oh, that delicious last course. There's our cakes and pies, a dozen scones, oh my, for that delicious last course. Oh, Miss Childish just wants to be just as real can be. Where the wonder tart, chicken big heart is off to the bakery. Chef Salt Baker has a plan.
Cuphead.
In the lands, if they're expedient with the ingredients, then he might just lend a hand. With that delicious last course, oh that delicious last
Emblo is driven nuts that the wedges in the outermost character's eyes. Yeah, so Cuphead and Mugman in the red and blue, their eyes remain in place, but the wedges in Chalice's eyes move as she does. Yeah, they like go left and right. That's like, I don't know, I'm being exaggerative, but how could it not be consistent? Evie Boy says, thoughts on the new menu music? You prefer the normal, but it's good. Yeah, that's pretty much my take. When I first opened this, I'm like, hey, whoa, 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 where's my classic tune? But I was told that you can switch it back to the OG whenever you'd like. Yeah, and remember not to use the @AlexYard tag, Shadow Ops. That's not for just everyday use. Eblo wants the boys to be cuter. Yeah, JJ says that the eye bit makes her look cuter than the boys. So that's an imbalanced economy. JJ says also she's looking at the camera and the boys aren't. Alright, there it is. I guess the director of Cuphead, Delkin, would have an explanation for us. Alright, I want to start with this actually. Catcraft wonders, why can't people at me? Because if anyone was free to do an @tag anytime they wanted, then the question, here's the philosophical question that becomes unanswerable. What chats are suitable for an @AlexYard tag versus what chats are not? Alright, Evie Boy is back, and I had said that, yeah, I kind of share your thoughts, Evie Boy, that I do like it, but I definitely prefer the original. But the fact that you can change it back to the original, I thought that was the best way to do it. Okay, so I'm trying to be more proactive about all the hazards. Damn it. I'm honestly not super acclimated to the double jump. You know, my first session of a play session, I have to, like, you know, remind myself, like, yeah, if you want to jump, Alex, you pretty much have to hit the button twice. I guess I'm getting a little better at this boss, in that I'm not instantly dying takes hit. Alright, I got through phase 1. I don't think I was able to do that the last stream. People have suggestions on how to proceed through life, but it won't let me click the button. Thank you, Ghost of Burb. Yeah, Evie Boy loves this song. I do like this song, too. And it's funny. It's the kind of song that on paper, I shouldn't like it. I can... You talk about the ingredients of this song and the vocals, boop 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 beep bop bop boop boop boop. Like typically, it's very hard to make a composition with that technique that I enjoy. But with this one, I just like it. I don't know, I've never liked the Persona vocal style. And if you want me to change my tune on that, I'm listening. Change my mind. Why don't I like Persona vocals at all? I like no more. Wow, I almost beat Chapter 2. So you guys might see me get to Phase 3 and final on this stream right now. Yeah, EV Boy says what, that second phase is pretty quick. Yeah, I gotta always lately playing this, I kind of forget about my other weapon. One step ahead of the crowd. Alright, I've got the short range bit. Damn it, you have to double jump, Alex. You can't get up with a single. Yeah, I love it, but it's so easy to screw this up and make it cringe. But they did do a good job on this track. I don't think any of the vanilla Cuphead base game songs have any vocals to speak of, do they? Alright, tap dancing sweetheart. Ah, look at the guy's eyes. Don't waste time. Alright, guys, this is my first time at Phase 3. I'm proud of May. Ghostabird remembers that time there were two Persona cosplayers that they were singing a whole song that was just, you know, those kind of syllable sounds. Whoa, the anteater has arrived. Now that looks like a Disney classical character. What the hell? So this is just a sequel to the cat enemy? Am I supposed to parry the tongue? And am I supposed to be attacking that mass of enemies? Alright, it happened so fast. So I'll try this one more time. Yeah, EB Boy says stick with the pea shooter for this phase. Yeah, EB Boy uses the spread weapon on maybe the first phase. Okay, Eblo says you think the fingers lit up when you shot him. Okay, so I gotta aim for his hands. Alright, EB Boy did say that you can parry the tongue. Okay, and I can also shoot his nose. Good to know. Da-da-da, Persona, do-do-do. I forgot about the spider. I was snoozing mentally. Damn it, that thing started to explode before I walked up to it. That was unprecedented in my experience. clearly now I know it's a thing that those things will explode on their own accord after a while, I guess. I gotta parry more. Only one hit point, though, for the easy tap dancing part. I say easy, watch me die. Dies. Alright, different boss time. Yeah, Evie Boy says you have to touch them physically for them to go off. That's what I assumed the whole time, but there were 3 in a row, and I dashed into the first 2. I saw the first one start to explode, but then the second one was already lit. It's too hard to explain, but I'll be paying attention to confirm my understanding if those hanging sacks have an expiration date. Now I'm looking hot. In other words, it should have been impossible for the second one to explode first. So the fact that it did explode, that tells me that it had a finite end date to begin with. Evie Boy wonders if I've done any parry challenges yet. No, I'll have to maybe give one a shot after this boss. Because there's at least one that's available in this area, right? Because I think I poked my head into it and was like, nah, I'll do this special parry challenge later. Now, I don't know a lot about strategy for this boss. This, giant up in the Norwegian mountains, what have you. Oh. Now shooting him does not do anything. Now when you play this boss, Evie Boy, do you jump downstairs every now and again to take care of those floor gnomes? Alright, phase 2, making it look easy. I'm just kidding. I died. Evie Boy beat this one on your first try. Come on. Alright, Evie Boy does everything he can not to go down there. I guess the main motivation to go down there is because... Oh, actually, I could just aim down at those guys. That's probably what I should be doing. I was going to say, it's easy to shoot them by jumping down there quickly, and it kind of is. But I could just angle my shots. Evie Boy said someone else beat the spider boss first try. He said you think it's something with the DLC. What do you mean, like a DLC glitch where you can't take damage? Because I admit that when I beat 00 Agent difficulty on the jungle level in GoldenEye, I think that my cartridge had somehow glitched because I didn't take any damage. And this is 00 Agent mode in the jungle. Evie Boy said, you didn't even mean to. You didn't even mean to be it. Sorry, you didn't mean to beat it. It just kind of happened by accident. Your fingers tripped and hit all the right buttons. While some of these purple goops have frightening expressions. One step ahead of the jump now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the strategy of going down low. To take out gnomes. Because now, look, they got their dangerous fire projectiles. Alright, Eevee Boy saw me parry as Chalice. I know how these days. Dude, it's hard. Those balls. I'll try this like one more time. Maybe I'll go do the parry attack challenge. One jump ahead of the stack now. Now, will it let you play as Chalice on the other bosses? Or is it only for the DLC island? Because the game would be too broken if you used Senorita Chalice. Oops. I forgot I have the 5 attack. Wow, that was close. Alright, I got 3 hit points, phase 2. Wow, Eevee Boy says the parry challenges are the best part. Dude, the basketballs, man. Right. Stanley commending Eevee Boy for DLC excellence. And Eevee Boy just wants to know what the real Stanley meant. Damn it, I hit the quit and go back to map. I don't know, it should be more... It should be impossible for me to accidentally go back to the main menu. Oh, okay, cool. Eevee Boy says that everything carries over, and yes, it is broken. There's an achievement for beating the base game as her. Alright. That's cool, though, as its own thing. Yeah, you know, in our modern era, it's not automatically a flaw to include broken elements, especially if you're designing the game around it. Now, granted, the base game was not designed around Chalice, but still, I think making that its own thing, I fully support that. I guess what I would not support is if they release this game... Oh no, that's how to go back. The only thing I would object to is if they release the base game and they let you play as Chalice from the start. If you could just break it right off the bat, I would not support that. Now, where is the... Is it this thing? Probably. But it might not be. But Eevee Boy said it was by the gnome, so it probably is. The mountain gnomes. This is the parry challenge, or... Into the woods. Alright, so they're jumping down. Okay, and I can actually dash through them. You know, I have a moment of invincibility. Eevee Boy says he explains it. Was it the guy standing outside there? He was going to explain the premise. Oh, I can't... Alright, I gotta be really close if I want to dash through them. But it seems like I am vulnerable immediately after the parry. It's not like Rystar. In Rystar, when you do a grab, you're invincible in midair for kind of a while. Eevee Boy says the ones without heads are enemies. But the ones with heads are friendly pals. I like how this is one big, like, chest chamber or something. Damn it, they're fast. Dude, they come down so fast these days. Did I just do a roll on the ground? I did a dash, but I was pressing down, so I kind of rolled. I forgot about the roll. I like Chalice's pose when she's dashing. It's just cool. The way she's pushing forward with her hands. They come so much. Okay, Eevee Boy says she has an invincible roll. And that also has the iframes. Ghost of Burb's got the supportive bird. Yeah, I should roll a lot more often. That's probably the better call than jumping in a lot of cases. As you can see, dies though. Now, Eevee Boy says her dash isn't invincible. But watch this, Eevee Boy. Watch me, if I'm right, dash right through the enemies. Watch. I pressed it too late. Dude, I swear it was working before. Alright. See, it worked. You see I went through one? Now I really want to know if it's all in my head or not. I just passed through one, didn't I? Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. No, see that one. See, I don't understand exactly how it works. But clearly I'm going through them sometimes. Yeah, Eevee Boy says, what do I call it? Metropolis boss? Yeah, what's the connection to Metropolis? This is rough. Alright, Eevee Boy is citing damage boosting. So now what is this? Just one round? And is the second round gonna start up instantly upon beating round one? That was not easy. Ah, look at the way they all writhe around while they're dying. I love that. Alright, I get a reward. There's just, what, coins for the shop? So is there no level 2? Do I gotta come back later to do more rounds? Alright, Eevee Boy says, there's 5 levels of said challenge. What, is the ladder gonna drop down somewhere else on the map? Let's see what Pork Rind's got in the Undertale shop. Oh wow, you get hit point back on your parries landmarks. Crack shot. These look kind of cool. I kind of just want to buy them just to have them. Give me all of them. Thanks. Goodbye. Evie Boy has thoughts for Stanley. Ghost of Burb says, gimme all. I'm cleaning out the stock. Evie Boy reminds me that Chalice is herself a charm, so you can't use two charms with her. Let's see what I got here. I don't know how it works. Oh wait, charm. The cookie is just Chalice, so whatever. I want to go place other bosses as Chalice. So that's what I'm going to do. And since this loads, I need water. Water is underrated. Just ask JJ and of course Ghost of Burb. You guys ever see the Olalilia video where he pounds a whole thing of Nestle Pure Life Splash water? It was one for the ages. Ghost of Burb's in the market for that there bubble shield. I want to fight Ivan Ooze. On regular, I don't even care. Because I'm not up, at least today or maybe in my lifetime, I respect expert mode of this game. But I don't think I'm up for it. Evie Boy rarely drinks things outside of, water. Water has a pretty good shelf life. I love Chalice's smile when she's ducking down. Oh, it's a vertical attack, dang it. I choked. I thought it was gonna stop. Oh boy. How's it going, Tep? Welcome to Miss Chalice's moment in the spotlight. Oh god. I deserved that hit. I deserved that. Alright, look how close I was. I deserved that. Interesting. Stanley says, Cuphead stole the spotlight from A Hat in Time. Yeah, they both came out in 2017, right? And because Hat in Time didn't advance the graphics past Super Mario Sunshine, whereas this did, in a way, advance the graphics past Gunstar Heroes. So, it got a lot of the spotlight to itself. Now, I would think that some of these things are harder to parry. Now that I have to parry, horizontally. But I don't know. I missed that parry, man. Yeah, Evie Boy says, you think I just had a bad first impression on expert? It's hard, man. Should have been using spread for all of phase 2. And for that matter, for the carrots. You can't even hurt me, really. Will I no-hit this boss, man? Alive and kicking. I wonder if that achievement was just a no-damage clear. Wow, EB Boy wonders if I've ever done the secret phase. Secret phase? No, I didn't know that was a thing. You kidding me? Content I've missed out on? Ghost of Burbs got the cool kids ghost glasses. Alright, EB says, don't shoot the onion next time. So what do? Just when the onion appears, just dodge attacks and wait? I love this boss, Ribby and Croaks. It's on the boat. It's got the best background of all the boat levels in this game. Alright, yeah, Evie Boy says, don't make the onion cry, and I'll be in for a surprise. So how many, I'm curious to ask, how many other bosses have secret phases? You're not sending any of these flying flame hazards in my neighborhood, man. Ah, that mouth. Dang it. Oh, I gotta double jump to get over it, probably. Oh yeah, different parry button, Alex. Ooh, the different parry screwed me. Alright, flawless platforming. Damn it, that wasn't flawless. I'm gonna beat it this time, man. Look how close I was. Alright, EB Boy says there's multiple levels that have their own secret deal. Dang it, that was an unforced error, as we say in the business. But I'm not having another error on the fire and flame segment again. Gonna double jump this time. It's gonna be glorious. Do 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 do. Alright, gonna double jump and everything. Yeah, baby. Welcome to the casino. This is the flat green platforms again. The easiest one, so there's no excuse for me to not get it. The key to this is only look at the platforms. There is literally no reason to pay attention to the target you're shooting at. Just shoot forward. All your bullets are gonna hit. It's a massive target, you see. No, is this the one with the jumping jack flash? Same with this. Aiming is not a priority. Do, 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 do. Yay. EB Boy can't S-rank this boss for the life of you. Really? I want to see if I have, because it will save my best rank, right? Oh, maybe I've never gotten an S. Maybe I didn't even know about S. I think I only knew about A+. So what do you have to do to get an S? Aha. You can only S-rank on expert. That explains it all. Do. Alright, I want to at least get the pirate boss in. We are winding down our Cuphead segment. Can this take me to a different aisle? Yes. I think aisle 3 has my classic pirate. See if it's any easier with Miss Chalice. Do. Here we are. Captain Brinybeard, my man. Stanley wonders if I've seen the Cuphead show. No, I've not. I looked at like 2 minutes of it on YouTube, and I was like, alright, cool that they made this. I don't know that I would sit there and watch it. But you know what I did watch today? Speaking of classy, high art, I finally, after all these years and all the hype, all the cultural relevance, I finally saw the movie that you know and love as Grown Ups, starring David Spade, Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Chris Rock, and of course, Rob Schneider. And I can at least praise it that I was able to make it to the end. Some things I just, I wouldn't say Grown Ups is like a good movie, but it's not unbearable, and it does have some funny parts, and it's also, a good cast. But also, the water park that they go to in Grown Ups 1, that was my childhood water park, so it was hilarious to see them there, and it's like a long kind of set of scenes that they go to Water Whiz Water Park. So I was glad that due to my going to Water Whiz as a child, it got enough of a popularity bump to appear in a major motion picture. I mean, Maya Rudolph walked around at Water Whiz, and I had been there when I was a young. Is this gonna hit the boss or no? What the hell? Ow. 1 hit point. Here come the gumballs from the ship. I love that. You do a parry. The parry flips you up. And then while still in midair, you launch one of your special attacks. Why is it taking so long to wrap up this phase? Uh-oh, can't see. Is he gonna shoot a cannonball? Alright. I'm not screwing around anymore. Now I'm dead. And hello, Nysack. Thank you so much for the, not just 1 pyramid bit, but 5. Thanks so much. EB Boy figures I probably wouldn't like the Cuphead program. And then Stanley said, "Oh God, no. You serious? About what? Watching Grown Ups?" It was partly nostalgia. Oh, and hello to Clopes over on YouTube. Clopes989 says, "What about Grown Ups 2? I did actually go to Grown Ups 2, but it was, at the end of the afternoon. So, yeah. Nice. Sax got the latte with our favorite Robotnik assistant, Agent Stone. EB Boy is getting his butt whooped on Ribby and Croaks. Presumably on expert difficulty. Wow, Stanley would rather watch Click. Now, I remember when I was in college, my friend one day was like, yeah, I hung out with Julie. We watched that movie, Click. It was depressing. I hated it. At the end, he just fast forwards through his whole life and misses all the good parts and dies. And I was like, haha, your date with Julie was ruined. I guess I would rather watch Grown Ups over Click because Grown Ups has, a bigger cast with a lot of... I love David Spade. He was a big reason I was able to watch the entire movie. And then Rob Schneider, I'm not a big fan of him as a comic actor or anything, but it's enough of a fun novelty where he's one of those actors that never really made it. Of course he was on Saturday Night Live, but he didn't do much noteworthy other than Deuce Bigalow, male juggalo. Yeah, Chalice breaks this. I love the teeth of that guy going back and forth. I didn't want to do a run and gun. JJ says Click is amazing. All right, I haven't seen the movie. I would watch it. I would give it a shot. JJ says, back in the day, it was Sandler's best acting. And Stanley agrees. Wackadude has the profile pic courtesy update. Yeah, Clopes, what do you think of Grown Ups 2 compared to 1? One thing that was funny in Grown Ups 1, at the Water Whiz water park, they had a zip line that you rode down the zip line and then it led to a pool. You land in the water. But the zip line travels over, concrete and water slides. So, that would never be allowed in real life because if you accidentally let go, you die, basically. Now, I haven't played this junkyard boss a lot lately, so let me get whooped by it on at least one attempt. This one is kind of like a sinister, evil robot. With a director inside. It looks like Dr. Wily. Oh wow, I have a spread shot? Is that a Chalice thing for the plane? This boss is a little too overwhelming for my current gaming needs. I've beaten it before, but not this year. It was probably 2020 when... Yeah, I don't want to play this boss. As much as I love this background, look at that. It's just too much for me. What do I gotta hit the pink thing to deactivate it? Ah, there's that micro phase. Let's get out of here. Yeah, EB Boy says that this robot game is one of the humps of the game for most people. Alright, and EB Boy confirms what I suspected, that Dr. Kyle was inspired by Dr. Wily and even Eggman. I wouldn't have guessed Eggman, but definitely saw the Dr. Wily prototype. Is this the indoor B? I'll try this. Maybe this will be last. Alright, Clope says, Grown Ups 1 was just peak 2010s movie. The sequel can't dream of comparing. Alright. Yeah, I'll see it through. I'm curious enough to see... Grown Ups 1, it's such a random movie. It's just kind of like 5 dudes just on vacation, and then there's a scene where they're at the water park, but there's no real reason for them to go to the water park. And it's just a series of scenes of them doing things on water slides or the wave pool, or... Is this where I should be using the lava? I'm dying. I think I'm Cupheaded out. I need a more accessible, child-friendly game like Sonic Forces. Sonic forces you to make unbearable puns. I died. Let's play Sonic Forces. Stanley thinks Click is on Hulu, but I broke up with my girlfriend, and part of that was the clause of losing Hulu access. Alright. Sonic Forces. Best Sonic game in 2017. Wacko Dude has the pull quote from Knuckles. Oh no. Oh no. Interesting. Evie Boy says Ribby and Croaks are Ryu and Ken. From Street Fighter the Hedgehog. Yeah, was there anything I watched lately other than that grown-ups content? There's a Green Hill style flower as a reminder of the lost innocence of the theming of this game's miserable warfare. Wackadude says that I'm gonna rage on the final boss. Wackadude seems pretty sure of this. Almost sure as I am that I'm gonna change the category of the stream. It's crazy that Cuphead had 1.7 million followers, and none of them came to my stream. But you guys were here, and that's all that matters. So with that done, Ghost of Burb is hyped. Does Grown Ups 2 recycle inside jokes from Grown Ups 1, like going to a bar? I could imagine, if I had kids or nephews, nieces, I could imagine watching that Grown Ups 1 and just having a good time. Yeah, let's do it. Wait. What? I want to go to the next level, but what? Oh, I think I picked the wrong file. That must be it. Sorry, team. That explains everything. So do I only have, like, the last boss battle left? Wackadude beat the game and gives us permission to call it a skill issue. That it took you 5 attempts to beat Force's final boss. Alright, so if I beat it in 4 attempts or less, you can donate 10 gifted subs to Albania. Look at that boring logo. In the same year as Breath of the Wild's white text on a black screen. Never forget. I can't forgive Tendo for doing that. Just like I can't forgive them for the bad waving animation in the Tears of Your Kingdom reveal trailer teaser. There, I said it. Sonic Heroes, abject failure. Some would say, not me. Get me out of here. I want to go back to the map. X. Alright, Iron Fortress, where hedgehogs become men. Ghost of Burb sensing the sass. Wackadude says Forces rage quits. Oh, I'm not gonna rage quit. This takes me 7 attempts. I'll try an 8th time. Look how mad Tails looks. Sonic Heroes. Shadow sounded like Knuckles. Can make the volume a little louder, I guess. This graphics looks so bad on Switch. Shadow Generations is going to kind of look like these graphics, right? Not just these graphics, but like this type of setting. For all I know, the new Rail Canyon Bullet Station rail station is just going to reuse the backgrounds from this. I'm determined to get the red coin of justice. Ghost of Burb's got that there hype. Sonic Shadow Generations, only $50. or 60 if you want to be able to play it and not be able to compare your first impressions of the game with your friends that will not have the game for another 3 days. Have you guys ever taken a day off from work to, you set aside a day when there's a new game coming out that you're really hyped for? Because I don't think that I've ever done that, but it does seem... Whoa, these have, true physics? That was sick. I guess Forces is an okay game in the end. I love how it's all mechanical, but if you look at it quickly, it looks like a donut with sprinkles. Stanley says the movie Click is on YouTube, not official. What's YouTube not official? A sister site that's like YouTube, but it's not as accredited. Whoa, is this auto-scrolling, guys? What a fun callback to Bridge Zone. People don't give this game enough credit for being so bad. So, look at this. Wow, stairs I have to climb up. This is, engaging, high-stakes platforming, pushing the boundaries of what level design can even be. Inventing new genres while redefining them. Wackadude says Sonic X Shadow is $70 in Canada. Maybe, but that's Canadian dollars, so it doesn't translate directly to American dollars. However, I do want to know what the relative cost is. If Shadow Generations will be 70 Canadian dollar, you can get crushed by the screen. Then what does a normal full ticket price video game sell for? Yeah, I saw this guy on... I don't want to give him a hard time because he seems like a cool guy otherwise. But he was a guy in Australia complaining that, Sonic Superstars... He's like, yeah, things always cost more here in Australia. And he shows the price of Sonic Superstars as 90 Australian dollars. And it's like, if the currency is different, then that's a meaningless statistic. You can't compare 60 American dollars to 90 Australian Obama bucks. I shouldn't even say Obama. I always like to say Obama when talking about any currency, because Obama was the 44th president of the United States, so he deserves to be on some money. I just don't know what denomination of money, whether it's a coin or a bill, would be the best to bear Obama's likeness. Imagine if there was a Kamala 20 and people started, paying tips in Hollywood. They give the bartender a tip. It's a Kamala 20. I mean, she's canonically the vice president right now, so she could be the first vice president to appear on cash. JJ says, was it Radical Soda by chance? No, it wasn't Radical Soda. It was actually someone, I confess, part of the reason why I'm reluctant to give this person a hard time is because I had a micro infraction against this person. Basically, a Sonic community so micro though. What it was I posted this tweet that had to do with Sonic Heroes, and I just grabbed a random picture from Google, and it was at Grand Metropolis, but you could clearly tell it was the Sonic Forces models for the characters. And so I post this non-tent tweet. It wasn't a bad tweet, but it wasn't a game changer. It didn't invent new genres while subverting them. Uh-oh. But shortly after I posted the tweet, I got a reply from this Australian person saying, hey, this image looks familiar, and it was the image on this Australian's computer. So I was very apologetic. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to steal. It was just on Google. It was a Sonic bit. Evie Boy says, don't call Radical Soda a dude. Why not? Wackadude says $80. Superstars is 80, and then another 15 for the digital deluxe upgrade. Nice. Ghost of Burb had made a Bridge Zone music level in the first Mario Maker on the Wii U. So it was kind of like Bridge Zone from 8-Bit Sonic 1. And hey, what's up, Mikey Game Studios? Okay, Evie Boy says that his avatar is a girl. Is it, though? Are you sure that it is? Because, you know, looking at Radical Soda's profile picture, I can't assume that it's a female. Mikey Game Studio says, how's my day? It's going pretty good. I'm hanging out with you, Mikey, here at, where are we going? Final Judgment? How cheerful sounding. JJ says his avatar is a girl for clickbait reasons. But is it a girl, though? Or is it just... I don't mean to belabor the point, but... yeah, that's one of those topics that's maybe a little bit better for off-the-air chatter on voice call. But I don't want to make it seem like it's totally taboo. It's enough of a thing I can say on the air that, you know, when I found the channel and I was like, okay, what's the takeaway? What am I supposed to glean from those presentation choices? And there's part of me, in all honesty, that wants to say nothing. That there's nothing to conclude about that imagery other than Radical Soda likes to have long hair, and that wouldn't be my place to judge that, per se, for any reason. And also because long hair does not automatically a female make. So I always kind of gave Soda the benefit of the doubt. But if you're talking about the quality of Soda's content, I don't. JJ said that Radical Soda recently earned an unsub. Yeah, and I don't mean to, Alright, JJ says the image has big bosoms to get people to click. Well, yeah, I guess that's pretty clear cut then. How am I... Alright, if it's yellow, that means danger. Mikey says Sonic Forces is bad because Sonic 4 says. What's the connection to Sonic 4? I'm hyped for Sonic 5 to make it to your guys' dimension. It only exists in my direction right now. Yeah, alright, good. It's not only me. Ghost of Burb agrees that those rails are very confusing. Now I have no rings. Doing this automated... What? Oh, I thought it was just automatically hop to the other rail. Oh, okay, it was a pun. I get it. Sonic 4 says, get it? Sonic Forces. I can boost. Dude, the Sonic animation for tripping, when he's like stumbling. That part is ridiculous. Yeah, I remember not being able to take Radical Soda content. I think we looked at Radical Soda's Sonic CD video. Are these the Chaos Drives from Sonic Adventure 2? Well, definitely going to do more Chow stuff on stream. That was really fun. I got to raise Casino and Cash. The Jewels of the Antigua. Yeah, JJ says, okay, yeah. So watching that Sonic CD Radical Soda video was in fact a punishment. Whoops. Oh, was I supposed to keep tapping it? Ah, look, I barely pressed the button, so they were stumbling in the outset. But then they still do the crazy boost anyway, showing you how superficially meaningless this is, and that's got me concerned for the level design quality of Shadow Generations. People told me they looked at it. Maybe we can do that. If I'm probably going to finish this game soon enough. Maybe we can look at some Shadow Generations stuff. Ghost of Burb is hyped for more Chow stuff. Wackadude says I should change my Wispin, get it, weapon. I didn't realize that for years. To the Flame Gun one. Alright, EB Boy and Vector Sater are down with that plan. Mikey Game Studios wonders who is Radical Soda. Radical Soda is, of course, a content creator who makes videos that talk about video games. And there's really nothing to Radical Soda's channel description beyond that. It's just talking about video games, I guess. But yeah, Vector Sater adds, that all assumes that I beat the final boss today. Alright, but Wackadude says that the Flame Gun Wispin is probably the best for this final boss. Like a boss. Death Egg Robot. You know, like Sonic Movie 2. Oh yeah, I'll go to the weapon depot. Attacks with fire. There's two. Alright, faster wire attacks. I guess that's good. Although, what is this? This is what? A fire attack with no power up? Alright. I don't want to dress up. It was like war medals. JJ, what was the thing that made you unsubscribe? The last straw. Ah, did you see the Simone Biles landing that Sonic did?
Come on, now what? Can we ever just win and have that be the end of it? Look!
Gotcha! The fortress reactor was just a decoy. A true winner always keeps his trump card hidden until the end. Sonic, what's going on? There aren't less enemies, there's more!
So many. Confirmed sightings indicate Shadow.
Wow, greatest hits.
Chaos, infinite. Thousands of them.
You scoop out all the toys out of the toy box, you don't do crap with them.
I merely incorporated the Phantom Ruby into this Death Egg robot.
But that means the Phantom Ruby no longer has a vulnerable energy supply.
An invulnerable ruby, that sounds dangerous.
This Death Egg robot has... No, I have the patent.
Uh-oh, JJ had to take a stand. There's one thing too many. Some borderline racist comments. And it had nothing to do with the game. Yeah, if it... Right, if you're coming across someone's words and they're using, you know, a really commonplace topic as a tangent to spin off into something just unpleasant, that's enough to unsubscribe. Wow, look at this Death Egg Robot's new color scheme. Stanley Chronicles that Game Explain has played Hat in Time, but it was 6 years ago. You're telling me they didn't do another stream each time various DLCs came out? What's up with that? Quickest death ever. I don't know what I was expecting to happen. Which video was it? Oh, you said Pokemon video? Is it a fairly new video? Look at it at some point.
Damage it now. You're our last chance. Give it your all, Sonic. You'll always be our shining hope.
Ah, the crappy falling items that they recycle in Enrique Iglesias Zone and Sonic Superstars, as I call it. How am I supposed to damage my opponent? He looks strong. Ow. Oh, do I have to jump into one of those black rocks, maybe? I got no rings, Stan. Let's hit it. Aw. I was trying to hit it and I missed. And there I had been thinking that it was, you know, a hazard to avoid. Nice, it worked. Oh, we're playing Ganondorf tennis? Of course this game is not going to have anything new in the realm of gaming for its final boss. We're just going to play Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf tennis. Wow, juggle two of these? This is kind of cool, actually. Keo wonders if Death Egg is in the game. This game, yeah, I think I went to a Death Egg level before. It was just unremarkable and forgettable. Cha! Alright, so Wackadude had said that the fire is good. Yeah, I'm taking out these not innovative game design bullet bills. Oh, I have a... And now I have my faster grappling hook, which is a nice perk. Wow, I can use the D-pad? This game is the bomb. Am I supposed to jump onto its hand and climb up? Don't tell me I gotta do the first phase and everything. Oh, nice. Oh, I see. Keo was asking, why is this even called the Death Egg Robot? I guess it's called the Death Egg Robot in the same way that even in Sonic Movie 2, the robot that Eggman uses, I don't know if they call it that or if it's listed in the credits, but anyone know what I gotta do? Wackadude does. Homing attack the hand first and then hold the flame gun. But yeah, JJ had said it's a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video series that he's doing. Oh, can I shoot the fire at his, at the red circle on he chest? Yeah, do younger kids, you know, grapple homing attack every single enemy? That must take so long. Alright, Vector Sater says, I'm doing the right thing already. Just attack this man. Mikey Game Studio says the Death Egg is so popular that some people mistake Little Planet for the Death Egg in Sonic Mania. I'm pretty sure that I did make that same mistake at one point. And to be fair, it is definitely resembling it in a way. I didn't think it did the best job communicating to the player that it's Little Planet. Like, since when does Little Planet look like, well, Death Egg? One of these days, I'm gonna successfully avoid all 3 of the ring attacks of Doom. This is gameplay right here. Does this final boss have like 4 phases? I had no rings. Keo feels like this robot is the Green Hill of Eggman creations, in that it keeps coming back in Sonic 4, Sonic Generations, Sonic Movie 2. Is it in Frontiers in the post-credits 100% ending cutscene? Just standing here torching it. That's peak 20s, 10s gameplay right here. Just burning its wrist. That's how this adventure concludes. Standing still, burning its wrist to a crisp. Crispy wrists. Doodle it, doodle it, doodle it, doodle it. Whoa! Wow, this is a ripoff of Mario 64 with the, collapsing ground. This music's generic. This is horrible. Gotta get to safer area, man. This is engaging. Ah, there was that tiny bit of health left. I have 0 rings. Am I in the clear? Is there a danger phase? Please don't explode and end the game. That would be so boring. I still have to play as modern Sonic, right? Nice. Well done, EB Boy, S-Rank, and Ribby and Croaks. Alright, I'll keep that in mind for my next playthrough, Vector. About homing attack right when the fist slams. Alright, here's Sonic's phase. Wow, it's white now. Isn't that a cool subversion of black?
Defeat him!
Go for it, Sonic!
You can keep your rings and emeralds. I just want a big butt I can hold. Sonic likes butts now. Everyone tell your mom. Do 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 do. This is so amazing. Classic Sonic getting in. Oh, all 3 of us. I got no boost, Stan. Story of my life in Rocket League. No boost. JJ, help. What is this music? It's like Indiana Jones. I guess I'm just keeping an eye out for boost at the moment. Do a little tap jump, that's nice. Come on, Boost. Brace yourselves. Is there something else I'm supposed to be doing? Why is there no more boosts showing up? Imagine if I got 100 rings. Vector says the middle block in a set has wisps. The others have rings. Oh, okay. So I got to actually seek out one of those blocks. Mikey Game Studios has nostalgia for some of this imagery. Mikey Game Studio says Sonic Forces levels feel like they tried to copy Generations. Which level? JJ says Genie does as you wish. EB Boy says you gotta feather your boost in Rocket League. Alright, I gotta go for the middle. This background's kinda cool. Wackadude snipped out the fist bump instrumental. And who was this? Hoobastank did the vocals, right? Hey, it tricked me. I saw the boost, but then there was a ring of fire, Johnny Cash style.
End this, Sonic. Defeat him.
Go for it, Sonic!
Yes. Progress. We might get to see some Shadow Generations tent after all. And then, of course, we got a song request today. And I'm really excited to hear a request from the musical mind of whoever requests it today. Damn it.
End this, Sonic. Defeat him.
Go for it, Sonic!
Yeah, Robo, I think what you mean to ask is, can we do my banked song request today? That's maybe what you meant to say. EB Boy thinks I have solid Uncle Chuck skill sets. I guess Uncle Chuck is the closest to, you know, a father figure in the Sonic series. And when I eventually do my Iceberg video about Sonic 2 Special Edition, there's going to be a part about how in Sonic 2 Special Edition, Metal Sonic is called Uncle Chuck for reasons I never figured out. You can keep your rings and emeralds. I just want a big ring I can hold. I need to get... There's boost behind me. How'd that happen? Give me that boost. This is going to be a pretty sweet part of Sonic Movie 3. Did you guys hear that Sonic Movie 3 is mostly an adaptation of Sonic Forces? They cut a lot of the Sonic Adventure 2 stuff due to focus testing groups. Oh boy. Damn it, the fire was there, so I couldn't even get the boost. Oh, and I just sidestepped away from more boost. You know, if there's fire, I can't get it. Mikey Game Studio says, so, Sonic Mania leads to Forces, and Forces leads to Mania Plus. I guess, but I don't think of Mania Plus, I just think of it all as... Yeah, I don't know, does the Mania Plus Encore mode, is there, like, indication that it takes place at a certain time after the events of Vanilla Mania? Vanilla Mania. Sonic likes butts now. Everyone tell your mom. Alright, zoom into the enemy. Alright, so I just gotta wait until the target appears. I thought I had to jump up into the air for a target to become available, but it's just as long as you get close enough. Tell your mom. This is annoying. Vector says the Phantom Ruby wasn't meant to be in Forces originally, so who knows? The game story is just a mess. Wow, no Phantom Ruby in Forces initially? So was the Phantom Ruby, I wonder if it was first created, like, for Mania? Just, you know, to have an excuse, a plot excuse to warp Sonic from classic level to classic level. An in-game excuse for the random nostalgia. And then they were like, alright, if we got this big old Ruby that has a distinctive sound effect that's doing better in the rankings than the Roblox oof, let's bring back this popular fan demand plot point object. Interesting. Eevee Boy heard that Mania Adventures actually contradicts Mania Plus at times. Tell your mom. Yeah, EB Boy says, how was Hero's last story from a gameplay perspective? I thought it was great. I thought that was a cool final boss. The way you had to switch between characters depending on the attack. And yeah, I thought the setting was awesome. That abstract purple sky with the conspicuous balloon items just floating there in space or whatever. That was great. Never ending, yeah. Got some rings, very nice. Ooh, that was a mishit. No rings though. Vector Sater says, Mania makes even less sense after they retconned that it was still all in one timeline. Oh boy. Fast-ass missiles. What? Gotta get my rings back. Look how little left is on the meter of justice. Last hit. Ah, power of teamwork. It was a foregone conclusion. Yes. Vector confirmed. I had only one more hit. This one counts. JJ says, does every Sonic cartoon have to be canon? Yes, especially Sonic Boom, which was anointed as canon in Sonic Frontiers, I'm told. Ghost of Burb's got the wiggling bee hype. Or, no, it's a yellow burb. Wackadude has hype for my victory. That didn't take me that many tries, considering what a clumsy trial and error. I don't want to say trial and error per se, but he's got the Billy Corgan glasses. I've been thinking of becoming a Billy Corgan content creator where I just criticize all of his kind of self-absorbed, insecure meanderings. Wackadude wonders how many tries. Did you see Shadow kick metal? Did you see Rouge's pose? Maybe this is a good game. Look at all the Zaboks. I never knew that Zabok always had like a big red tail. EB Boy appreciates poo ad timings. But yeah, I don't trigger the ads. They're all automatically. Mikey Game Studios would not hesitate to put Sonic Mania on par with Sonic 2. It's a damn good game. It has flaws, but it's great.
This is goodbye. Get home safely, Sonic. And thanks for everything.
Now he just leaves with no explanation. And then, why is he all of a sudden just now fading away back to his dimension? But I think that at one point after...
Tails, I'm sure we'll run into him again.
So, this game kind of contributed to the two Sonics, two worlds. But then Tails Tube, if I recall, Tails Tube thankfully reconciled everything as just one world. True dat.
Let's go!
African American vernacular English. That's not going to stop Tails from saying it. True dat. EB Boy says Izuka did. EB Boy says, ever have trouble figuring out what to work on first? Izuka did. What, he couldn't figure out whether to work on Sonic Frontiers 2? Shun Nakamura, producer. There you have it. Sonic series producer, collecting a paycheck. Kishimoto, director, and... Okay, so this was Kishimoto's game. Not Nakamura. In terms of design. So is it safe to say that Kishimoto is the primary cause of having all the automated horseradish in this game? Shadow Ops missed the end, but it was about the rings I dropped along the way. Zenzi made by Masaki. What is Zenzi? Is that an OC? This music, it's like true music. Havoc Engine, did it take off as a success? Shega Shanghai. Alright, Ghost of Burbs heading off to bed. I wish you and your burbs a great night's sleep. See you next time, Ghost of Burb. But yeah, now Ghost of Burb has canonically seen the end of Forces. I'm glad I could get it out of the way for you. You're very welcome, Ghost of Burb. Glad you enjoyed it as much as I did. See you next time. Shadow Ops notes that the Havoc engine is rarely used. Wow. This looks like... Oh, yeah. So see that little spherical planet with the hexagons on it? That should look familiar to you if you've seen the Shadow Music Theory video. And yes, EB Boy, kart racing. Oh, and I gotta read Vector Sager's headcanon, I forgot. But yes, kart is happening after tonight's stream. Hit Detection LLC Consulting. Wow. What about Royal Sciences LLC? Tomoya Otani is coming to Boston. I think I gotta go. I was not planning on going back this year to the Sonic Symphony, but they just announced that Otani will be there. So I think I'm gonna be there too. And yeah, Koyao, what's on your mind kart-wise? I hope you got a great new level pack for us. Is this a cover of a 1990s pop song? I am a fool. Have the news. Whose song is that? The Beatles? Alright. Kyo says I should remove Frost Brush Pack. Because duplicates. Sure thing. I will do that today. You know, I actually have to manually select all the maps each time I open the game. So I'll just have to remember, you know, and even beforehand, I'll just remove Frost Brush. And I will put it in the archive. Fist Bump, composed and arranged by Otani. We salute you, Otani. It's a great composition. And I like the lyrics and vocals too, but... Shadow Ops is commenting on how frequently the Havoc engine is used. Rarely. But you said The Light of Hope. Is that the name of the Beatles song? Do 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 do. Whoa, Quentin Flynn was in this? So Quentin Flynn, without spoiling anything, I'll say that Quentin Flynn has an extremely important voice acting role in Metal Gear Solid 2, starting with Metal Gear Solid 2. But, so I'm thrilled to now hear that Quentin's been in Sonic Forces all along. Okay, so if I search Sonic Forces, Quentin Flynn, his voice work in the Metal Gear Solid games is totally amazing. Absolutely incredible. Wow, Silver the Hedgehog was Quentin Flynn. Maybe I knew that and forgot. I wonder if that voice is... Well, I'm trying to think. How did I miss that? And it's maybe because there's not much of Silver's voice in Project 06, I guess. Vector Sater actually does like this ending. And if the game were better, it would be a cathartic ending. Like all these sweeping views of these iconic locations. Yeah, if we had done something worthwhile along the way to get here, it would be a great payoff. Big old country, corn-fed booty, that's what Doc Future craves, and Sonic. EB Boy wonders if Havoc is the reason we haven't gotten an Unleashed port. Don't take it until the battle's won. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Emeralds, I can kiss a big boat I can hold. Everyone tell your mom, yeah. That's a great moment in the composition. I don't know if it's a key change, but there's something going on there. And you know, as much as I like being able to recognize most chords and intervals, it's just as delightful, and it makes me glad that I do not have perfect pitch, to get to a point in the song where it's not so straightforward that I lose track of the numbers and the scale degrees, but I do not really lose out on anything of, you know, what the song is trying to convey. I can, like, almost immerse myself in the mysteriousness of it in a different way if I can't recognize the chords up front. Mikey Game Studio says the latest Sonic 3D Sonic ports, cornbread fed booty, you can't ever stop me. Yeah, latest Sonic 3D ports are made in Godot. So that's got to be then Sonic Colors Ultimate. According to Mikey Game Studios, if I am inferring and deducing correctly, is telling us the breaking news that Sonic Colors Ultimate was made on Godot. Alright, let me pull up some Shadow X Sonic Generations footage. Alright, Mikey Game Studios confirms. Now Stanley says that Sonic Generations is delisting soon. In a way, but there's a happy compromise. I don't know if you saw this, Stanley, if there was chatter about this over at JJ's server, but they are delisting OG Generations as a standalone purchase, but it will be continue to be purchasable as part of a bundle that's, I think, like a mega $60 many Sonic games bundle. But what's even more good about it is that the way those bundles are, they are priced dynamically, so that it calculates the price only based on the games that you have not bought yet. Bought. I mean, I think a lot of us figured for sure it would just, boom, delisted, goodbye. But I'd like to think that, you know, enough people reached out to Katie to put pressure on Sega so that all of the great fan mod and stuff wouldn't get ruined or whatever. Or at least inconvenienced. Oh, Post-credit scene with the crazy plot twist, or just standing around?
Finally, an end to this endless battle. Everyone can go back home.
End to the endless battle.
There's no need
Endless
for the
mind
resistance.
callback.
Hold on. There's still a lot we need to do. We're just getting started.
We still have to get all the emblems. Oh, and now I know that's Quentin Flynn.
What, you're leaving us? There are others who need your help. But okay, I'm not gonna stop you.
Man, the first time I saw you stumbling around, I had no idea you could pull this thing together and see it to the end. I've changed my mind about you.
I knew you'd come through, rookie. Well, I guess you're not a rookie anymore.
You did good out there. It's not like you just waited till the last minute to come in and act all cool.
Not the best Rouge voice, but certainly not very bad by any stretch.
Our battle is done, and our resistance has come to
This
a conclusion.
writing is so bad.
We'll be friends forever. A single person cannot restore the entire
But Sonic did in most of the
We have
games.
to work together.
Diligent effort. Was this Ian Flynn? And what game did it start where Espio has a heart on his chest? Like Rouge almost? You're not thinking the same thing. He's got my gloves in 3D now.
You and I aren't so different.
Yeah, Vector says it's still bad in Vector's opinion, but you guess it's better than being completely unable to purchase, but it's less than ideal. That was a game I just beat. Evie Boy says, Sonic dodging responsibility is the funniest thing to you. What, in Sonic Movie 2, he has that lecture on the boat in the canoe on the lake in New Hampshire about needing to be mature. But then he never does anything in the movie to further that setup, which reeks of cut content. Almost as reeky as the cutscene where Eggman hallucinates on mushroom coffee. You guys ever seen that? It'll make you want to not be a Sonic fan for at least 10 minutes. Alright, Evie Boy says, Sonic dodging responsibility is the funniest thing. Oh, what don't I you said I don't understand that, Alex. JJ says, from a business standpoint, it could be beneficial if it sells copies of older games in the bundle too. Yeah, JJ says they should relist the Steam version of Sonic 3 this way, and you'll respect it. Oh yeah, the canoe talk. Yeah, so is that to say that the canoe content does have payoff and purpose? Because I think all Sonic did was Sonic smashed the Master Emerald onto the ground. Luckily, found 7 Chaos Emeralds inside. Went into his Lillian God mode. And crushed Robotnik Jim Carrey, despite making a wicked funny Trump reference. Good night, everybody. Now, we're watching Shadow Generations. Content. Vector says, Sonic dodging responsibility becomes less funny in IDW. Yeah. In is that like how there was the big oof controversy? You know, like Sonic typically will rise to the occasion and meet his responsibilities, where if there's someone in need, he'll console them. You know, like Tails at the Chow Garden, everything's gonna be okay. But in the comics, when they told Sonic that Mr. Starline died, all he said was big oof. And yeah, he was shirking his responsibilities as the voice of reason in the community. Alright, Sonic X Shadow. Alright, so this is technically spoilers for gameplay and level design, I guess. But since the rumors are that, you know, it has Sonic Forces automation, I'm not too opposed to looking at it for reasons I can't really figure out. So let's go over to the zone at Angel Island. Eevee Boy agrees about the big oof. Vector says Amy has to take the lead on the restoration effort and is basically overwhelmed. So what is Sonic doing in the meantime? Is he just, you know, having his midlife crisis, running around in mountain trails? Yeah, Shadow Ops spotted that there was still 0.1% missing. Let's see if I can say. So, I searched for Shadow Generations, but like everything is from 2 months ago. You guys want to see leaked Space Colony Arc gameplay? No, let me go to the official Sonic channel. Do. Put this in my Yeah, there's not much gameplay on the official channel. And then Wackadude, what did you send a link on Twitter of? Well, Wackadude has some gameplay. Alright, let me start with this, and then I can pull up the Twitter link in the meantime. Footage from VGC, never heard of him. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Alright, we got any audio with these?
We'll also see some shadow stages. There's Space Colony Arc.
Oh, this has got voiceover?
And a bio-lizard boss fight. So you can expect some hands-on impressions on videogameschronicle.com at some point.
I don't want voiceover, but 360 pixels, seriously? Alright, get a load of this. Shadow Ops not having this whole commentary thing. Alright, so look at this. Shadow Generations is here. Now that animation, it's not like bad. It's a little strange. I just don't click with it. Maybe I will grow to like it. Alright, wow, look at the homing attack. Right, what does this game bring to the table? A homing attack with a big, fancy, modern graphics fire explosion. But at least Shadow is all, like, he's got the yellow chemtrails when he's, you know, rolling in a ball and dashing. Oh, Sonic Lost World callback. It's the reason you're all here. I don't know, I'm starting to like the animation more. I don't know why Adventure 2 and Shadow 05s is better to me. That trail coming off behind Shadow when he boosts looks really awesome. Whoa, is this Chaos Control? This is kind of cool. And there was that cool green trail thing. Alright, thank you, Wackadude. I'll look up the quote. Now, Wackadude says, "See you in November, buddy." Whoa, look at this. Wow, this looks very Forces. This is so Forces. You know, a close-up, non-interactive bit. I have questions. Oh, you just jump up and then... Do you even have to mash the button? Or is this just all... just, buffering until you get back to the gameplay? I don't care how cool that karate kick looked. I'm here to play a game, not here to watch a cutscene. Whoa, look at all those circuit boards. Look at the Mission Impossible bit. JJ's thinking that this is easy to execute, and that's the impression I'm getting too. Wow, the Sonic Adventure 2 doors. And then the chaos experiments that me and Maria had to clear up at Lost Impact. Gerald's scary 7-chord. Maria's inverted 3-chord. Oh, it had more Lost World spherical tubes bit. Ah, yes, artificial chaos, as Vector Sater says. Rowboat is happy that they're bringing back Final Rush and Final Chase, but it looks far too linear. That level always stood out as a precursor to the super open-ended level design in Generations. Whoa, look at all these shapes. Yeah, if there's like a lot of linearity to this, that's not necessarily a good thing. This looks sick, whatever this is. This is a different level? Did it cut when I was looking away? Is this Speed Highway or something? Whoa. Look at this. Wow, that was like an actual transition, not just an edit in the footage. This is kind of sick. I don't know what the point of it is, but it looks amazing. Alright, same level, confirms Vector Sater. This looks awesome. It makes me want to play Shadow 05 on GameCube. Mikey on YouTube says, if they have more DLC levels for Shadow Generations, Mikey's wishlist pick is, of course, Mystic Cave. Generations. They would have to pay Masato Nakamura cash. But they may or may not investigate whether Masato Nakamura composed the music. Rowboat says it appears to be mixing Final Rush Chase with Crazy Gadget, and whatever this hallucination is. Yeah, is this hallucination, you know, an infinite construct that's artificial? Those pink things. And there's also like a 3D effect. Not 3D, but like 3D, you know, when you wear 3D glasses that have a red and blue eye, and if you look at things at a weird angle, you can kind of see the image like doubling. Shadow Ops is going to do a quick side quest. These graphics are really good. I got to give them credit for that. Look at all the hairs of fur on Shad's. You know, Shadow. Ew, what's this gross amoeba? Is this the final hazard? Back again? This is the prototype ultimate life form. Ew, the gills on the side of its body is gross. Alright, Wackadude thinks that the hallucination thing is meant to be Radical Highway. Alright, this is the Bio Lizard. Final hazard is probably the thing that you fight in space while looking at the Avatar 3 and Mufasa Lion King 9 logos. Ah, did you see that mash the button sequence? Oh, those side gills are disgusting. But I guess it's supposed to be a disgusting creature. Ew, it just looks all googly and yucky. And it would probably smell. Homing attack your way to success. My God, excuse me. Wackadude says he got gills just like Gillman from the Dreamcast Cybershell Chronicled game. Caution. Seaman. But alright, let me go over to Twitter. Do, 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 do. Now, Wackadoo, that says raw audio. So, is there gameplay in that clip? USAA. No war, no service. Linearity is king. I have questions. He's in space. Wow, the Mario Sunshine clotheslines that you can fling up. What a concept. Do these graphics look any better to you? Hey, I love this game. Why are they showing this? Is Sonic Shadow Generations gonna have, unlockable, emulated Sonic Heroes? Yeah, I wonder why they're showing all this stuff. They're just giving you a glimpse of games that get a level in Generations. Wow, that was bad editing with the borders all fuzzy. Alright. Let me pull up. Alright, EB Boy unfortunately has heard from people that it seems to pretty much be just a port of Generations. People are disappointed. It doesn't look special. Alright. Choctopus DX. Director's Cut. Here's Choctopus. Credit Mr. Choc. Alright, raw audio. I kind of like this music. This couldn't have been the same thing that debuted the other day, could it be? The boost sound effect is nice. It's probably not really any different or anything, but Vector had no expectation of it being anything more than a port. JJ does say that you're pretty sure that this is going to use Hedgehog Engine 2. So better textures, lighting, and shadows. Vector says the shadow stuff is likely not substantive enough to buy on its own. You have to already like unmodded gens. Yeah, Robo figures this is a pretty straightforward remix of Final Rush. Chaos Control for your money. I watched Grown Ups 1 today. But yeah, Mikey Game Studios considers himself a Choctopus enjoyer. What are those tires coming out in these silos? Shadow Ops prefers the non-boost Sonic games. And I think I do too. I think Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog are the peak of my Sonic 3D happy place. Let's be honest about it. Vector says there's a preview of just the Act 1 music on the Sith channel. Like Revenge of the Sith. Ah, those vocal grunts. Let's see what Choctopus was doing if he was just mashing the button. What was Choctopus's responsibility during the flurry of kicks? I'm seeing the mash prompt. That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen a prompt. Yeah, this is QuickTime events. I'm not excited about this. Just like I was never excited about the QuickTime events in Penny's Big Breakaway. R2-D2 shout out. Do you think Choctopus is enjoying himself in this level? He's saying stuff, but I think it's only the game audio we can hear. Alright, Sonic the Hedgehog channel. Get it? STH in lowercase. Whoops. Yeah, the yellow chemtrails are like those radio waves in Phase 2 of the Spider Boss of the Cuphead Delkin DLC. The stars in the sky look just, I don't know, weird and wicked tiny, and millions of them. JJ says, everyone's gonna know how to clear this level when it comes out. And that is the power of advertising. And, you know, pre-release promotion. Do I get to hear Doom's voice? This looks insanity. I love it. Oh yeah, we saw this transition. Look at this. I would love to watch this on YouTube. Do I need to play it? Don't let Sega hear me say that. I'll promote it and celebrate it. I just can't promise to drop $50 on day 1. Or drop $60 on day -3. Now, Wackadude says, the Chaos Control kind of gives you a Phantom Ruby sound effects vibe. You may be on to some... Alright, I heard the Doom voice. It's not bad from what I can hear. Yeah, no, first impression, not bad. Do we know who's doing the voice for Shadow in this release? And is it someone who's done Shadow before? JJ wonders if I'm gonna drop Zillow on Ashura Day 1 for Sage. You bet I am. I'm gonna camp out at Best Buy at night, first in line, just so I can say first, like Stanley64 does, if he gets the honor of the first chat message of the day. Alright, Wackadude. Yeah, those purple obstacles look pretty cool. The 3D effect is back. You have to homing attack 5 enemies, and they want $50. Did you see the way he wiggled? Choctopus looked at the camera. Yeah, if any of you remember Inspector Gadget's villain, Dr. Claw. Yeah, it's a similar, overbearing, evil voice. Choctopus, talking out loud, but we're not hearing anything he's saying as a symbolic metaphor for his voiceless place in society. I'm just kidding about him being voiceless. That was me pulling a quote from The Sopranos. Oh yeah, they have silencers on their guns to represent their voiceless place in society. This looks like a Sonic Frontiers abomination construction. Just a very alien foreign robot that's massive. The water graphics looked moderately acceptable as they glistened on Shadow's fur. Choctopus's voiceless symbolism. Dude, Eevee Boy says, Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget was one of your favorite childhood villains. I certainly watched plenty of Inspector Gadget on television. But yeah, if no one grabbed today's song request, let's do Rowboat's banked request. Let me go see what it was and I'll pull it up. Wow, this beast looks cute while doing this attack. I would almost feel bad attacking it. Its mouth looks adorable, like a little baby dinosaur that doesn't want to hurt anybody. Interesting. Vector says there's a lot of guardrails in this fight now. What were people prone to accidentally falling into the water in Sonic Adventure 2? Look at how many pink circles there are. That's an unfortunate trend with modern games. It's like, let's see how many objects we can put on the screen at once. That way, after people play the game, they'll be like, yeah, that felt sufficiently modern. There was like 250 pink goops on screen at once. Vector says... No, Eevee Boy says... No, Vector says... It sure was hard, and it's a bummer. When you're near the final hit, you fall over the edge. It's all over. 250 pink doobly-doos. Modern games. Mikey Game Studios hasn't even gotten to the Space Colony arc in Sonic Adventure 2 yet. Oh, you gonna like it. Alright, let's pull up the music, yo. Alright. I'm gonna leave the gameplay on while I initially pull up the track. Now, Rowboat, it looks like your request is trying to maneuver itself into a double request. I'm only gonna play the first one. Because if you think that you deserve an exception to the rules, where do you get that from? Am I on camera anymore? Did it pause? No, there it is. Wackadude has been stuck on Crazy Gadget for months now. That's a level where... Yeah, you're talking about Shadow 05 then? Because, yeah, is that the one where there's a ton of, breaking pieces of the arc falling and falling? Or is that the one where there's the gravity reversal machines and you're racing Sonic? I forget now. Alright, get a load of this, peeps. Oh, I recognize this. Is this in a Roboblast 2 kart track? Keo says, really? Vector says practice mode mean bean. And that is wrong. It is, it's wrong. Keo has this to say. Puyo Puyo mean bean machine. Is it... Are they identical, though? You're telling me that two different games have the exact same sequence, right? It might be the same composition, sure, but as far as the version of it, EB Boy thought this was Rowboats. It sure is Rowboats request. My hair looks bad. EB Boy wonders, how does Keo know? What do you mean, how does Keo know? It's the same way that if you hear Tidal Tempest, you're like, oh yeah, that's from the Sonic CD's Tidal Tempest. Is Choctopus taking a pee under the spotlight? Long play Genesis. Let's get the World of Long Plays action in here. Is that the Big Bang Theory lady? Whatever. World of Long Plays. But yeah, Wackadude is feeling those Puyo Puyo vibes. And hello, Alex G. Welcome. Glad you're liking this tune that Rowboat requested. Wackadude says we got a fake Alex in chat. No ho. Alex G is one of the most canonical Alexes on the whole internet. Yeah, and Vector Sater points out that this is also the song for practice mode in Mean Bean Machine. But Keo said, it looks like, no, this is just Puyo Puyo original true gangster. And they barely reskinned it for Mean Bean Machine. Oh, it's the first, alright, Keo. See how there's no spin dash in this game? The classic defining feature of a first Sonic game, no spin dash. Keo didn't know that it had a story mode. Wackadude wonder, where's the robot? Yeah, what robot were you expecting to see? Also, who's joining us for a rabble-rousing round of incredible kart racing of Sonic Roboblast 2? Now, Mikey Game Studio says, Sonic 2 was not built with the spin dash in mind. Now, Mikey, did you get that talking point from me? Or is that something you already felt to be the case? Oh wow, look at this cutscene. Wow, did that fish just evolve? That's how it got out of the ocean? By growing humanoid arms and legs? Yeah, Keo says, hopefully you. EB Boy hasn't seen Alex G in a good minute. Yeah, who was it that said they were going to join us for the first time? It might have been Ghostaburb. I know Ghostaburb went to sleep tonight, but we could have Ghostaburb join us in the coming sessions. EB Boy did not know that the first Puyo Puyo was on Genesis. Did you think it came out only for the Chevy Amiga? I love saying Chevy Amiga with a straight face. You never hear anyone say, you know, like Nintendo GameCube, Sony PlayStation, Amiga. You never hear anything before Amiga. And how much do you know about Tommy Tallarico's con job? That he was trying to kickstart a new console in Telecovision or some crap. Alright, Shadow Ops is gonna join us for kart racing someday. After prerequisite conditions are met. JJ says, freaky character indeed. Not the kind of poster you'd see on the wall in a Barbie-themed bedroom in 1994. Rowboat explains, people call it the Commodore Amiga, but it was officially just called the Amiga. I didn't realize it was in the Commodore 64 lineage. Keo's letting everyone know that Puyo Puyo has an insanely wacky gallery of characters. Whoa, look at that ending pose. Oh, look, it's Paz from Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Wow, look at this foot puppet. Alex G says, Puyo Puyo is on the SNES online app on the Switch. Do you have to have the Rich Kids expansion? Or just the vanilla NSO? JJ says this looks like a bootleg Mean Bean from your POV. Yeah, if you didn't know any better, you'd say, hey, who ROM hacked Mean Bean Machine with all these assorted randomized characters? Mean Bean Machine, Puyo Puyo, yes. Alright, Alex G doesn't have the expansion, so it must be included in the vanilla base 20 Obama bucks per year membership. I'm gonna win so many races tonight. Try and beat me. EB Boy says combos are so fun in this game, and here's Paz from Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Wow, Paz is like a floating ethereal cherub. What a concept. I could use Smash Mouth myself. EB Boy's got a few wins in the bag already. Wow. Yeah, you have more wins in races today than I do. I haven't done any races yet. When I play drums, I think it's not out of sync on your end, so I shouldn't do it. So why am I doing it? Let's see if there's any now breaking news over on everyone's favorite Elon Flask Musk platform, Twitter X. My number one-stop shop for Sonic news. So they added Karate Knuckles to Sonic Forces Mobile. Alright, someone posted a prediction of the story arc of the Toy Story movies, you know, in 5 and beyond. Because they greenlit Toy Story 5, right? Alright, so in this prospective forecast, Toy Story 5 is going to be about how toys can create new toys without the involvement of a child. Okay? Toy Story 6, the toys construct a secret, self-sustaining society parallel to human civilization. And you know what happens in Toy Story 7? The great human toy wars begin. And that'll be PG-13. You know, because by that point, little kids who grew up on cars will be adults, so they're ready for a war film. And then thousands of years after that, is Cars 1 through 3. Good night, everybody. I'm just kidding, I'm not ending the stream this minute. EB Boy says, you don't like that they're bringing Woody back already? So, 4 was supposed to kind of conclude Woody's arc, and they're just bringing him back in? Someone needs $1. Mikey says, Toy Story 4 ruined everything about Toy Story. So you don't think Toy Story 5 will be good? Well, if Toy Story 4 ruined everything, then 5 can only go up. Wackadude wonders why that emote looks like me to Bache. Whoa, EB Boy says they announced a lot of Disney stuff yesterday, including teasers for TS5. What about Frozen 3? Ooh, Roman numeral 3. Oh, they announced Incredibles 3. Evie Boy says you have no faith in Incredibles 3. 2 was not great. I enjoyed 2, maybe more than 1, but it's not the kind of, like, debate at recess where, like, I would be inclined to persuade someone that Incredibles 2 is good. And I admit, I only saw it once, but it was in the theater. It was in the theater. EB Boy says, it's just lackluster. Not a great written film. Forgettable, too. I remembered. Dun 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 dun. Duran. No, Bobby Caldwell. Mania remembers Bobby Caldwell. Alex G hasn't even watched Toy Story 4 yet. At this point, Alex G is gonna wait until your daughter is old enough, and you'll watch it together. So the funny thing about that is that Toy Story 3, especially, is like kind of polarizing for some kids because it's got scary parts. Anyone who knows about the garbage incinerator, when they're like resigned to their death and they start holding hands as like a final stand. Dude, I would not want to watch that movie at age 8, younger. Mikey Game Studios says Despicable Him 3 was a forgettable film. But wasn't that the one with Trey Parker from South Park, which automatically makes it an 11 out of 10? I'm just kidding, man. JJ says Toy Story 3 was amazing and unforgettable. Yeah, I think of forgettable content is Toy Story 4. You know, Forky and walking around on the road and the toys driving cars. Maybe there's another movie where they drive a human car, but I still didn't like the example that it was setting. Oh wow, Evie Boy says Snow White is going ahead with the same actor. So is that Rachel Zegler? Weird. Her famous quote. Wow, EB Boy says Lilo and Stitch live action. Frozen musical. JJ says Alex is easier to please than me. Well, come on. I'm the most... I don't want to say I'm picky or harsh or... It's just... I mean... Sonic Movie 2. You guys know my thoughts on Movie 2. JJ says that the Snow White movie is going to bomb, but they've been course-correcting Zegler's behavior and hoping people forget. EB Boy says I may be Alex, and yeah, I can definitely check my driver's license later, but I believe I may be Alex. And yeah, Kiyo, yeah, we're gonna wrap up the stream soon, in a few minutes, and then kick up the racing server. So you'll have time to go to the other room for some H2O. Alright, Alex G says, hey, movie 2 was good. EB Boy supports Alex G's common sense. Alright, so Alex G, when you got to the dance scene in movie 2, were you like standing up in your seat, clapping, wanting more? This is that white gold, Michelle fight for that round booty. This is that Bruno Mars, just insert any mid-tempo song. Yeah, now EB Boy says there's a Mufasa sequel to the realistic Lion King. And of course, EB Boy, are you admitting that you haven't seen my new Shadow Music Theory video? Because that Mufasa movie gets the spotlight. Yeah, EB Boy is not touching any live action content. If I go to CNN, is there going to be a lead story about Disney announcements? Kamala Harris memes are everywhere. Here's why. Is it because you never see her on interviews or on the news, so they gotta make memes? Where's the entertainment section? Yep, Disney showcases upcoming sequels. If I never watch a Jamie Lee Curtis movie in the next 7 years, I'll be more than alright. Moana 2, Avatar 3, The Mandalorian and Grogu, Mufasa 9, another Freaky Friday content slice. Did you guys know that Inside Out 2 became the top performing animated film of all time? Yeah, toys will go head to head with what kids are obsessed with today, electronics. Incredibles 3, more Marvel movies, Lucasfilm content. Good night, everybody. JJ once listened to Uptown Funk with no music, just vocals, and it was horrible. This is that white gold. Alright, Alex G also found the wedding scene ridiculous, but the movie overall was good. Interesting. JJ says, apparently Marvel are ditching the message, but Lucasfilm are doubling down on it. Oh yeah, I picked up the Critical Drinker reference But did the rest of you? The Message. With the screaming social justice sweetheart image. EB Boy says the only stuff in Sonic 2 that downright has no purpose is the Wade stuff. But even that turned out to be surprise, critical, pivotal setup for the series on Paramount Plus called Wade and Knuckles. Mikey Game Studios said they should have had hard times playing when they were snowboarding. Easy win. I'm sure Brad Buxer would license it for a small fee, but he's not even the credited songwriter. That would, of course, be Bruce Cano, another member of the Jetsons, who is not Bradley Buxer. But, I gotta take off so I can set up the RoboBlast 2 cart lobby. So thank you, Robots, for today's request. Puyo Puyo Essence. Wow, a lot of enemies in this game you gotta go up against. Shadow Ops saw part of Avatar and it put you to sleep. So now you have a good sleeping agent over the counter on call. Shadow Ops has still not seen Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, it's always fun to watch a double feature, 2 movies back to back, Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, Kyo is imploring everyone to join us. If you join us, you get to throw missiles at the one and only Alex Yad. So Kyo, I'll see you on the track. JJ, probably, hopefully, definitely, I hope, on the track. Alex G, have a good one, unless you're able to race. Yeah, Third Bruno says, see us Monday, and you'll be here for real. Very cool. But yeah, Eevee Boy, have a great night. Rowboat, thank you for the request. And of course, Mikey Game Studios. Have yourself a great night. And of course, Shadow Ops 2. And there it is, team. Another Saturday night falafel. I look forward to the next one. See y'all Monday as well, Wackadude. Join us on the kart track if you can. Good night to Puyo Puyo, Mean Bean Machine. And we're definitely going to do the Puyo Puyo level tonight. You're very welcome, Shadow Ops. I'll see you next time, my man. All I can say is my parting advice. In life and in Puyo Puyo, get combos. You know, like when you drive out away from your house and in the same trip you get a tuxedo and a Coca-Cola.